Pripyat, a city frozen in time, empty streets stretch out like arteries devoid of the lifeblood of humanity. Buildings stand tall, hollowed eyes staring out from shattered windows, schools, hospitals, apartment blocks, all abandoned, reclaimed by nature's silent embrace. This is Chernobyl's legacy, a chilling tableau of a catastrophe etched in concrete and steel. Yet amidst this desolation life persists. A faint rustling in the wind, whispers of creatures stirring. Birdsong pierces the silence, a melody of resilience in the face of adversity. Nature, it seems, has found a foothold in this irradiated land. The city, once a bustling hub of human activity, now echoes with the sounds of a different kind of life. Chernobyl, a place synonymous with death, has become an unexpected haven for a myriad of creatures. The irony is stark. A place forever scarred by a nuclear disaster where humans fear to tread has become a sanctuary for wildlife. The very absence of human interference has allowed nature to flourish. Chernobyl stands as a testament to the enduring power of life, a stark reminder that even in the face of unimaginable destruction, hope can take root and flourish. The story of Chernobyl, however, is not just about the resilience of nature. It is also a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity. For amidst the abandoned buildings and overgrown streets, there are those who have chosen to return. They are the whispers in the wind, the shadows glimpsed in the fading light, the few who call this irradiated land home. The clock ticked past 1:23 a.m. In the control room of reactor number 4, a routine safety test went horribly wrong. A surge of power, a fatal flaw in the reactor's design, and in a blinding flash, Chernobyl became synonymous with disaster. The explosion ripped through the night, tearing a hole in the reactor core and spewing radioactive material into the atmosphere. A plume of smoke and debris rose miles into the sky, carrying with it invisible particles of death. The wind, indifferent to the unfolding tragedy, carried the fallout far and wide, contaminating vast swathes of land across Ukraine, Belarus, and beyond. The world watched in horror as the true scale of the disaster unfolded. The evacuation of Pripyat, the city closest to the power plant, began 36 hours after the explosion. Over 50,000 people were told to pack a single suitcase, assured that they would return in a matter of days. They never did. Families were torn apart, lives uprooted, and a community scattered to the winds. The Chernobyl disaster became a stark reminder of the devastating power of nuclear energy unleashed. The invisible enemy, radiation, lingered long after the initial explosion. It seeped into the soil, contaminated the water, and poisoned the air. The Chernobyl Exclusion Zone, a 30-kilometer radius around the power plant, was established to contain the contamination. It became a forbidden zone, a stark reminder of the day humanity stared into the abyss of its own making. In the aftermath of the disaster, an eerie silence descended upon the Exclusion Zone. Gone were the sounds of human activity, replaced by the whisper of the wind through the trees and the chirping of crickets. The absence of human interference, however, proved to be a boon for nature. Free from the pressures of urban development and industrial pollution, the ecosystem began to heal. Plants, tenacious and adaptable, pushed their way through cracks in the pavement. Trees, their roots burrowing deep into the contaminated soil, stretched their branches towards the sky. The once manicured lawns and parks of Pripyat transformed into a wild, untamed wilderness. Nature, it seemed, was undeterred by the invisible threat of radiation. Animals, too, returned to the exclusion zone, their numbers bolstered by the lack of human predation. Wolves, their howls echoing through the abandoned buildings, established territories within the city limits. Herds of deer grazed in the shadows of abandoned cooling towers. Even endangered species like Przewalski's horses and European bison found refuge in this irradiated sanctuary. The return of wildlife to Chernobyl is a testament to the resilience of nature, its ability to adapt and thrive even in the most inhospitable of environments. It is a poignant reminder that even in the face of unimaginable destruction, life finds a way. The Exclusion Zone, once a symbol of human folly, has become an accidental experiment in rewilding, a living laboratory where scientists can study the long-term effects of radiation on the natural world. Gap 3S. Amid the haunting silence and the relentless advance of nature, a different kind of resilience began to emerge. The human spirit, tested by the catastrophe, showed remarkable endurance. Former residents of Pripyat, though displaced and scattered, formed tight-knit communities in their new homes. They shared stories, memories, and a collective determination to remember and honor what was lost. Gap 3S. Volunteers and scientists ventured into the exclusion zone, not only to study its transformation, but to safeguard its history. They preserved artifacts, documented the changes, and ensured that the lessons of Chernobyl were not forgotten. These efforts were not just about understanding the past, but also about shaping a safer future. Gap 3S. The Chernobyl disaster remains a powerful reminder of the potential consequences of human error, but it also highlights the capacity for perseverance and renewal. The spirit of those who lived through the tragedy and those who continue to work in its shadow embodies a hope that transcends the boundaries of this irradiated land. Gap 3S. As the world looks back on the events of April 26, 1986, it is crucial to recognize the indomitable human spirit that endures. From the ashes of despair, stories of courage, resilience, and hope rise, painting a picture not just of survival, but of an enduring quest for understanding and betterment. Gap 3S. The legacy of Chernobyl is not only one of devastation, but of the enduring power of the human spirit to overcome, adapt, and thrive, even in the face of unimaginable adversity. It is a testament to the unyielding will to rebuild and to cherish life, no matter the challenges faced. Gap 3S. Beyond the emotional and historical significance of Chernobyl lies a fascinating scientific landscape. The exclusion zone, spanning over 2,600 square kilometers, has become an unexpected laboratory for scientists studying the long-term effects of radiation. Gap 3S. Researchers from around the globe have ventured into this controlled environment, examining how radiation impacts flora and fauna. They have discovered that while some species have struggled, others have adapted in remarkable ways. For instance, certain plants have developed mechanisms to repair radiation-induced damage, and some animals exhibit genetic mutations that allow them to thrive in this harsh environment. Gap 3S. This unique ecosystem provides invaluable insights into the resilience of life and the mechanisms of evolution. By studying the adaptations of these organisms, scientists gain a deeper understanding of how life can endure extreme conditions, paving the way for advancements in fields such as medicine, genetics, and environmental science. Gap 3S. Additionally, the lessons learned from Chernobyl have influenced nuclear safety protocols worldwide. The disaster underscored the importance of rigorous safety measures, transparent communication, and international cooperation in managing nuclear technology. Gap 3S. As we continue to explore the science of survival within the exclusion zone, we not only honor the past, but also equip ourselves with knowledge that can safeguard our future. In the shadow of one of history's worst nuclear disasters, the quest for understanding and innovation persists, driven by the indomitable spirit of human curiosity and resilience. Gap 3S. In recent years, Chernobyl has begun to transform from a symbol of tragedy to one of hope and renewal. Efforts are underway to harness the lessons learned and turn the exclusion zone into a beacon of innovation and sustainability. Gap 3S. One of the most promising developments is the construction of a massive solar power plant within the zone. Taking advantage of the vast uninhabited land, this project aims to generate clean energy, turning a site of devastation into a source of power for the future. Gap 3S. Additionally, the area has become a hub for scientific research and wildlife conservation. With limited human interference, the exclusion zone offers a unique opportunity to study ecosystems and their recovery processes. Gap 3S. Tourists too are gradually returning, drawn by the haunting beauty and historical significance of the site. Guided tours provide a glimpse into the past while showcasing the resilience of nature and human ingenuity. Gap 3S. The story of Chernobyl is far from over. As we look to the future, we see a landscape that, despite its scars, holds the promise of renewal and progress. Gap 3S. Through innovation, research, and a commitment to sustainability, Chernobyl is being reimagined, not as a relic of disaster, but as a symbol of humanity's capacity to learn, adapt, and thrive. Gap 3S. In the shadow of the past, a new dawn is breaking for Chernobyl, illuminating a path towards a brighter, more resilient future.